Hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel, and today let's go over the most overlooked part of a gaming PC build. So many of us obsess over finding the right hardware for our PC builds, but none of us think about the network level security that should come after building your PC, which is why I've partnered with Norton VPN for this video. So hear me out. I read the comment section of a lot of my videos, and so many of you guys are worried about finding the right CPU and GPU, if your GPU is gonna have enough VRAM for gaming, and not enough of you are thinking about what comes afterward when you finish building your PC. When you're browsing online, playing your favorite games, you ought to be protected. And the best part is that you don't need to physically insert another component inside your new PC build to achieve this. All it takes is just downloading some simple software like Norton VPN Plus. Seriously, think about how many times you're authenticating, logging into various online accounts. Like if you're a content creator, how many times are you logging into your favorite content creation platform to post your video content? If you work from home, how many times are you logging into your workplace platform where you're working on materials that only you should be looking at? Or for the most sensitive and private of all, how many times are you logging into your bank account information or anything tax or government related? Those are things that only you should be laying eyes on and nobody else. Or if you're a gamer, just to put it simply, if you're gonna download mods from any website, you ought to be protected just to be safe. So as you can see, there's many use cases as to why a VPN will be useful even on a gaming PC build, just for a variety of reasons. Which is why I want to quickly show you guys what it was like setting up Norton VPN Plus on my own PC as well as other devices. So actually downloading and setting up the software itself wasn't that challenging. All it took was a few clicks. However, I was pleasantly surprised when it said that I could add more devices. So not only do I have it on my personal PC, but I've also got it on my laptop and on my personal phone, which came in clutch when I was at CES earlier last month. While I was on the showroom floor or attending various hotels, all the different public Wi-Fi connections I was connected to while I was working and on the go was at ease because I had Norton VPN running in the background, protecting and masking my IP address amongst all of that work. Anyways, once you finish setting up Norton VPN, this is what it should roughly look like on your own personal PC. And as you can tell, you can get straight away to connecting to a VPN just by clicking connect. And as you can see, we are connected to a virtual IP address through Norton VPN. But there's a few ways you can customize this. You can click on the drop-down arrow here and you can change how you connect through VPN. You can do some special things like double VPN or even IP rotation, along with connecting to a bunch of different countries. But the one which I think a lot of you that are going to relate to is that under the United States, you connect up to 25 different locations in the US. So this would be useful if you still want to access US-based content, but pretend as if you're living in a different city or state. But don't forget, this is also Norton protection. So there's more than just a VPN in this software. If you click here on security, you're also able to have on-the-go malware and service protection for your PC through scans. Of course, this is what Norton is known for, and it's really awesome to see that bundled in with this software. So on the actual hardware side, your PC and devices are protected. But on the note of protecting your online identity, there's also dark web monitoring, which can alert you to if, say, your credit card information or if anything personal leaks out on various websites online. This can be the first line to let you know that that's been leaked and compromised, which is great to see in this software. So that's the software, but once again, I want to show you guys a live demo of the VPN working in action with Norton VPN, and this will be relevant not only if you're just browsing online, but if you're a gamer and say you're connecting to an online community server where you may want to have your IP address masked. This is going to show you guys just a bit of comfort and ease if you're to do any of that through a certain game, because I've got pulled up this IP address website. So this is my current IP address. There is no VPN running right now. As a matter of fact, I've got pretty much everything blurred out, so none of you guys can see this. The only things I'll let you guys see are my country, region, and city because I just moved to Colorado. But let's go ahead and start playing around with the VPN. So I'm just go ahead and go here under the United States, click on the drop down here, and let's go ahead and connect to Boston. Here we go, we are connected to Boston. Let's go back to this same web page, click on the refresh, and now my IP address is totally different. So I'm all the way on the East Coast now. But let's go one step further. You guys saw a bunch of other countries that were available to be connected to. So heck, let me see if I can find it on here. Let's go with Lithuania. Let's do it. All right, this might take a little bit of time, or it could be a little bit quicker. Let's see. Okay, that was actually not that bad. Let me go ahead and go back to this website, refresh. Are we gonna be in Lithuania? That's the big question. We are in Lithuania, in this region with this city. And yeah, I'm not in the US. I'm actually in Lithuania right now. And this is the sort of IP masking technology you want to have whether you're browsing online on your various platforms or accessing your sensitive information, or if you're a gamer downloading mods or playing on community host servers where you want to be masked and protected. So there you have it. That is Norton VPN. And if you wanted to try it out yourself on your laptop, PC, or other devices, I have a link to it at the very top of the description down below if you want to go ahead and get protected straight away. So once again, thank you to Norton VPN for sponsoring this video, and this is the ScatterVolt channel, signing out.